you heading in that direction. Alright, so I think my game plan is like I'm gonna do 2 just completely blind. Take whatever we can get. And then maybe we'll try like Zygarde. Cause I discovered the day that I said that I was gonna do these raids on stream and then canceled the stream, I still ended up doing the raids. And in the process, I came up with an amazing strat for actually taking on Zygarde. Well, that's kind of taking more credit than I deserve, because what actually happened was someone I was playing with made this play of getting the Pelipper and keeping to the very end, and then just spamming Y-Guard, and Zygarde can do basically anything to us, because the majority of its attacks are AoE attacks, and the whole gimmick of Y-Guard is that it does AoE. Oh, this is great. This is just completely random and open, and we only just now got our third person. Oh boy, all my fears are becoming justified very quickly. Oh, bro. I mean, I'm gonna wait that timer because I really don't want to do this with CPUs. That being said, if anyone still plays Sword and Shield, they're welcome to come in. Like, anything's better than a computer. Come on, come on. I really don't want to wait out this whole minute timer. Perfect. Oh my god, we actually got a 4th person. Let's just hope that they actually hit the check mark. Hit the green check mark and become verified. Why? I don't even know anymore. This is half the reason why I'm doing this stream and not Dawn of Jin over on Twitch like I normally do on these days. It's kind of sad and ironic that I don't really like any of these. So I guess I'll go with this until we've come up with something better. As I was saying, no. I'm kind of just feeling... I'm not sure if outfit's the right word, but... Oh. And of course the whole reason I wanted to stream now was because the house is kind of quiet. And... I waited way too long to actually get started with this. I'll keep going. Warning in advance, I might like randomly pause because no one else knows that I'm doing this, and no one probably cares. Let me pick out what team I was. We got the fire. Trying to see if there's anything besides water we can go after. Oh, I guess Treasure Buzz is part electric. So, I mean, that's something. That's something. If I have to, like, pause in the middle of the stream or mute my mic at random times, apologies in advance, but this is why I typically don't stream in the middle of the day, because I'm always paranoid about that happening. I'm always trying to wait until the evenings, if not later, but not sure if I'm with just how chill and / off I've been feeling today. I'm not sure if I'm gonna feel up to doing an evening stream, so better this than nothing. Alright. This might be a little awkward for the only water type out on the field, but I'll manage. We'll make it work out somehow. Okay. Don't mind me. Just gonna triple check real quick and make sure. Cool. It's actually showing right on the home page that I'm live. So we actually got a stream going. Still a little salty that like that whole 2 hours of Splatfest that I streamed, that the stream didn't work and it was completely pointless. Like, only thing I have to show for is that technically the matches still happen, so I could go back through my replay catalog, record the replays and upload them, but it's just not the same without the commentary. But it is at least something. And it's a shame because I got a strong gut feeling that we're not gonna get anything like this in the new Violet and in the new games. I'm not even sure if that's gonna be enough to have me get the games. Like, it's just I kind of feel weird about them still. I felt weird. I felt conflicted before they came out, and that's why I didn't get them at launch. And even now that they're launched and I'm seeing some gameplay on it, I still feel kind of conflicted. I mean, and it's like, when video games are like $60, and you kind of feel burnt out because you haven't really felt like you got a satisfied experience out of the majority of AAA games you've bought this year, it kind of just leaves them like an impression of, I'm not gonna rush myself to actually get the video game. There's plenty of other video games to play. Alright, let me get this guy in. Maybe I'll remember to continue that story a bit. So, it feels like for every cool thing I've seen in the new games, there's something that's like either really unpolished or just a feature I find annoying. I think that's the biggest reason why I'm still on the fence about it. It also helps that I've still got to finish Legend Arceus, and I started my playthrough of the XD mod. I want to take the, you know what, I'll just take the Charger Bug. It'll be more helpful. It'll be more helpful against the final raid than the Tentacruel, I'm pretty sure. No, wait, it's... Oh, I'm dumb. I completely forgot that it was a water... forgot that it was a fire... Well, at least I'll have an easy time with the Mantine when I can that. Okay, that is completely my fault. I had complete brain fart of what the last one is. For some reason, I was thinking that it was water, when what the wires in my brain were trying to say is that it's a fire type, so you should take the water. So, of course, I just tossed my only water type out the window. And Treasure Bug has some room to be like a good support Pokemon, and in multiplayer team games, I always like prefer to play the support role if I can. So it's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, power of special Alex move. If it wasn't for the fact that we're going up against something that Treasure Bug is probably weak to, this would be a keeper. For now, though, I guess we'll just see how I feel after beating the boss. Gonna go with the mindset of if someone else wants this thing, they're more than happy to take it. I screwed up, and I can make this thing work if I have to. But if no one else does, and it's got some good solid water moves, maybe. Also helps that we don't know what it is. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be water, but it might be a dual type. They're only legendaries in Ultra Beast, so I'm pretty sure there's not a type combination of that could resist electric, but hypothetically, this Charger Bug might be better. Oh, I did the thing again. They're fire types, not water. We're working our way towards a fire type, not a water type. See why I did not feel like doing Dawn of Jin tonight? I can't even keep track of what the boss is gonna be, even though it was just on screen a minute ago. What is I saying now? Like Dawn... Trying to remember... Hypothetically, if we're going up against a fire type, it would be nice to have both rock and water, as well as ground. Well, my logic got completely turned over, and the flaws in it were just like got tore right open the moment I remembered that there's a Rhydon literally right next to me. We already have the ground type. I'm just trying to like make up excuses for my terrible mistake with the Charger Bug. And maybe it's also just like excuses to be the support person rather than offensive powerhouse. But I don't think there's like a fire legendary combination that would resist water. Okay, no, never mind. I thought of one. Restroom. Fire Dragon. That would be one reason to have both water and ground on our side. But then again, the Rhydon does a better job being the ground. And, you know, I'll probably take this Gelatin unless it has, like, really terrible moves. As much as I'd like to keep the Charger Bug, there's not really a good excuse to. His special abilities never can come to play if we keep the Rhydon, because that's definitely a physical attacker. It's not like going to use special ground moves or anything. So, kudos to the one person that I felt it mattered most to dodge it, actually dodging it. I mean, actually, I take that back. The Rhydon was the most important to dodge, but the Fractuin or whatever, definitely second most important. Yep, I kinda saw that coming. This thing ran low on batteries yesterday, and yet I never remembered to put it on the charger. The only reason it just came up now was because I had it on the charger while setting up to do the stream. But in all actuality, there was a good chance that it was going to come up again. I do still have like the charger right here, so if for whatever reason the controller went dead. Alright, let's see if anyone else takes this. They probably won't. I probably should just... Oh, his only move is dive? I really don't want to take this thing now. Fine. He's got an easy win. I could be a good supporter. The problem is Trick Room. I really don't want to take Trick Room. That being said, actually, do I want to go for the dragon just in case it is a... Oh. You know what? I'm going to lean for Fighting Path. That way, we got the Backpacker and the berries, but it seems like someone else had the same mindset I had before. So I'm not going to complain about this. I think fighting was the most optimal path, just so we could get a health item and heal up. But this was the idea I was going to go for first. Also, it could just be Rock Dragon, and that could be another reason. I forget what typing this one is. I just remembered it as Dragon. It's Steel Dragon. I'm pretty sure it's Steel Dragon. A little hard to remember, but I'm pretty sure it's Steel Dragon. Okay, so I got Diddly Squad. I don't even think I want to do. I don't even think I want to do Trick Room because I'm pretty sure the whole gimmick of this thing is that it's pretty slow. Yeah, all we have is the Rhydon. And I don't know how well the Rhydon's gonna do because it has less than half health. I guess we'll just run with it and see what happens. It's out of the blue, but I don't really got too much else to talk about. I did do a little bit of recording of Dawn and Jin earlier today. It wasn't commentated, but it was a bonus video that I've been putting off for quite a while. And like, I haven't even got it done with it. I put a couple hours into it, but didn't finish it up because I kept dying to... I kept waiting out to one of the boss fights in there. I might as well explain... I'm worried, I'm conflicted between explaining it because not enough videos have been out yet for it to make any sense what I'm talking about, but I'm also don't want to spoil it either. You know, this is even worse. Like, it has Icy Wind and Trick Room. That's like that's a horrible combination of moves to have together. I still kind of wish I kept the Charger Bug, but we got the Dragon, we got the Rhydon. It gets harder and harder to justify the Charger Bug, but this Jellicent isn't much better. You know what, screw it, I'm gonna just say it. If you're watching the streams, when I went through like the I don't got time to explain all the context of people who haven't played Golden Sun, so we're gonna just assume that you've been either watching that Dawn of Jin playthrough or play Golden Sun. People can chime in if they get confused along the way and I'll clarify, but just so I can start the story somewhere. In the Topia Bound ship, there's an Easter egg that you can do by picking people to replace the oarsmen in a way to go to an optional dungeon that in Vanilla Golden Sun is considered like it's where the super boss is. You can go to that early if you put in a certain combination of oarsmen. And in the initial recording session I screwed that up, so we went through that whole segment normally. So I wanted to make a bonus video because I modded Dawn of Jin to accommodate for the possibility you could go to that dungeon early. So I wanted to make a video showcasing what happens if you go to the super boss dungeon early. Well, with how low health, it's kind of a miracle we didn't wipe already. Finishing my story though before I lose track of things. Yeah. So if you go there early, it's a 10 floor dungeon, and you can do like the first 3 or 4. You can do the first 3 floors, the first 4 fights early before the game just walls you from making any more progress until a good chunk later into the game. I got walled by one of the boss fights in there. So if I got everything first attempt, I could have probably got it done in that recording session. But I only did 3 fights, completed 2 of them. So I still gotta find some time to go back and record the other 2 fights, including actually beating the one, because the one fight I waited. You probably saw the post on the community tab already, but I waited out to that fight in particular 3 times, and 2 of those times, one of those times I actually went and did a couple fights before going back to rematch it, and I still got waited out. Alright. I guess we'll let you take it. I mean, you're pretty crippled, you kinda need it. I really kinda wonder if I should have just kept the Charger Bug though. Probably won't regret it. It'll probably be worth it once we actually get into the fight and we see that it has like Sacred Fire or something that would have one-shot me otherwise, but the temptation to keep the Charger Bug is still there. Alright, so first battle. What do you know? It is a Reshiram. So my Jellicent is completely useless. To be fair, I don't think I don't think the Charger Bug would have done much better, but it would have made me happier. Alright. See, everyone is... screw it. Let's Trick Room. Then I can nicely win to make sure the Diddle outspeeds the Reshiram. And I'll figure out what the heck to do with the rest of my moves after that, I guess. Because I just remembered that we had a knockout already, so we only got like 3 shots before we get booted out of the cave. and half our team is already fairly low on health. So I'm not feeling too good about all this, to be perfectly fair. Oh, that's right. That'll be helpful, as thankfully as a crit. You know what would be nice if I had like coaching or just anything that would cancel out the stats boost that one of our only Pokemon that could actually retaliate against this thing. Nah, I mean I guess everyone but me can actually retaliate. I think I actually made the more I think about it, I think I actually made things worse by going for Trick Room. God bless, I made things worse by going for Trick Room. This is why I... Well, now it's definitely my obligation to... No, actually... No, the Restroom attack... Like, what... Did it win first, but only because it transformed... Okay, no, this was actually a good play. Trick Room was actually the smart thing to do, who would have thought? Because I got confused because I saw the Diddle go first, but the Diddle went first because it literally transformed into the Restroom, stats and all. And then the Restroom attacked, and then everyone else attacked afterwards. So, this is the proper play. Well, it looked like it outsped some people, but that's fine, because I'll just I'll just keep lowering his speed until it's back down. If we even get that far. It's possible, like, we are just crippling this thing until it can do Diddly Squat, and we got really close to just taking it out right then and there. Okay. At least the Diddle's gonna go faster than the Restroom this turn. I might even go faster than the Restroom. As long as someone goes before the Restroom, though, we got this. Right, it's right on. Okay, I take my complaints back. Trick Room isn't completely useless. It's just confusing to keep track of. Now, the real fun part will be if we got a shiny, because I did like probably a solid hour or two night before the game released, and none of my raid results were shiny. So, I'm half expecting to get a shiny on this stream, but it is like over a 1 in 100 chance. So, I can't blame the game if I don't. Like, maybe I'm a little too spoiled with shinies, but I mean... I play Go, I play Legends Arceus. It's not too shocking. It'd be a nice bow on the package, a nice memento of this stream that I did. Probably one of the last times that I'll fully get to enjoy Dynamax Adventure, because as more time goes in the new game, I got a sad feeling that this game mode is just gonna become more and more obsolete. This is a shame, because this was probably one of the most fun modes. Like, this has always been the most fun part of Sword and Shield. This seems like a good one. It's got good nature. It's got the... Oh, why didn't I get the 10 that time? Oh well.